So this is video from the built-in camera on the Cheerson CX-10C, and you'll notice the camera itself is 640 by 480 resolution, which is pretty decent in this size range. So the camera itself is only 3 millimeters square, which is fairly impressive. So it's 3 millimeters on one side and 3 millimeters on the other side. And you'll notice the video itself is affected by the indoor lighting. So this entire video is happening in indoor, where I have a lot of sort of background lighting and lighting all over the place. So there's going to be sort of the cutting in and out of a dark lighting and background lighting that would affect sort of the sharpness of the video itself. But you'll notice you can make out a lot of the objects and even the distant objects. So it is very impressive in that way, which is definitely a pleasant surprise when you look at just how small the drone itself is, but also just how sort of inexpensive that the drone itself also is. So I have a link in the description area where I got this. So this is from Amazon, and it was $25, or roughly $25. Now this does crash a lot, mainly because it's not as precise. The controls themselves are very sensitive, so a little movement on the remote or on the transmitter translates a lot of sort of directional information. So one slight half a millimeter move might move it like fairly quickly. So you have to get used to driving this drone. And also, if you're hovering, sometimes the vertical might drop a couple of inches, in which case you will have to move it back up. So it's not like a high-end drone where you could just hover in place and it stays in place. You constantly have to adjust to the vertical up and down of the vehicle itself, and also while doing the vertical, you're also doing the left and right and forward and back. So definitely keep that in mind, that it's not the easiest thing to drive or to fly indoors, especially in a place like mine, where I have like a lot of air vents and also lamps hanging around. So, but I've used this outdoors, and it's perfectly fine because there's no obstacles outdoors. You're just flying sort of in open air, which is great. So the only thing about flying outdoors is that there is the wind factor. So here I lost control because sometimes I move the vertical too fast and I'll hit the ceiling, even though I have 12-foot ceilings here. Or sometimes I'll move it slightly too fast down and then it'll crash to the ground. And I tend to panic a little bit when I get within 2 feet or 1.5 feet of the walls or the objects, and I'm not doing the reverse, or I do the reverse too quickly, in which case it also loses control. So definitely be aware of that the controls aren't the easiest to control. It does take a while to basically get used to it. Also notice that this video that the drone takes has no sound. It only takes videos, which is something you probably would expect, because not too many drones would actually have the sound along with the video, because it wouldn't make any sense to record sound in midair. So, but there you go. This is the quality of the video for the Cheerson CX-10C, and hope this helps in your decision making. There you go. I crashed again. So. But there you go. That's really it, and I hope this helps you, and thank you for watching.